Good morning and welcome back to another video. This is Insta360 with wireless microphone setup. I am fully geared out and we are headed downtown via Lexington Avenue on the Veteran Sherman OG V3 E-Wheels version. Not that the E-Wheels version is any different from the regular version from overseas. I do believe they're just about the same, aside from the quality control and high quality service that you get when you purchase from E-Wheels. And you don't automatically get great service just because you purchase locally. Some local sellers, resellers, retailers' service is not that good. And some overseas sellers have great service. The only true difference will be the shipping and wait times. You will wait longer. Whoa, that was a ditch. Whoa, good thing I wasn't going 20 or 30. I think I was going like 15. I'll have to check the GPS on that. And luckily the microphone did not fly out of the thing. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. This is my first time riding out with the microphone rig on the Insta360. Yes, it's wireless. Yes, I have the noise reducer attached. Yes, it is clipped onto my helmet. If you want to take a quick look, right there. And I'll have to show you a picture of the rig later. It has a little thing sticking out. But I can live with all that. I do have to remember to turn on the mic every time before each trip and make sure it's charged. Wireless microphones tend to reduce quality when the charge is almost done. So it's like you can't just wait for it to cut off and for the battery to be completely finished. You have to be aware of even medium to low battery settings so that you don't get static and noise dropping and gaps in your recording of audio. So, whenever you're recording audio with a wireless mic, you really have to be on high alert for your equipment to make sure that you don't record a whole bunch of stuff and then find out later that you have a beautiful video with no sound. I'm sure we've all been there before. Any one of you guys out there who have been recording themselves or trying out wireless audio or anything like that, I'm sure you're familiar with that devastating feeling of recording a beautiful, great track and then thinking, oh no, this track is completely silent. I don't even have wind noise. I have nothing. Throw it out, delete. I'm not uploading this. Anyway, how are you guys? I hope you're well. If you're tuning in, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. Whoa, a lot of bumps on this avenue. Share this video with your friends, family, loved ones. And you can share this video by hitting that little share button down there. It's got a little curvy arrow. And it'll give you a bunch of choices. Do you want to share it on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instant Messenger, and so on? There's so many choices. Email. Maybe you want to email it to your entire staff at work. That's up to you. I'll leave that to you. Anyway, Lexington is an unfamiliar avenue for me as far as riding my wheel. So that's why the bumps and all that are new and unexpected. Whenever you ride in an unfamiliar territory, you really have to be extra careful not to get caught in a pothole or a or a bump or a sewer cap, because when you do a route over and over, you end up becoming familiar with the nooks and crannies and crevices of that route, where all the bumps are, and sometimes that can save your life, really. 3rd Avenue I'm a little more familiar with, but not all that much, to be honest. I don't often take 3rd Avenue. I don't take I'm really a 1st Avenue and 2nd Avenue kind of guy, which both have bus lanes, so they're safer to be on. Here's a little traffic buildup up ahead. but that should be no problem. But here's another thing you don't want to do when you ride out. Don't tailgate cars. Guys, I'm going to go off on some EUC tips right now. So if you're an avid rider, you already know most of this. But if you're new, you're going to want to listen carefully for the next minute or so. Number one, don't tailgate cars when you're riding your EUC in traffic. Okay, I've learned this the hard way multiple times. A pothole or a ditch, practically, will appear out of nowhere, and you won't be able to dodge it. It'll just pop out from the car in front of you, and the car is fine. Even if a car eats a pothole, the car is not risking falling face first into traffic. He might dent his rim, he might go, you know, you all done that? Whenever you hit a pothole, you go, ooh, that hurt in my soul. But it doesn't really hurt. You just think, oh, my sweet, beautiful car, and my suspension, and my axles. I hope no extreme serious damage was done. But in essence, you are okay. So, the electric unicycler, different story. I mean, most of the time, thankfully, you're like, whoa, that was scary. I almost just lost my life. Because usually your legs compensate, or you wobble a little, but you're fine. But every now and then, God forbid, you take that pothole that sends you downwind. So just be careful out there, people. Do not tailgate cars. Make sure you have plenty of space, and make sure you can see the road up ahead. Some more advice. Parked cars are more likely to open their door. Ooh, just hit my camera. Let me take a look, make sure it's good. Parked cars, looks okay. I do have the warranty on the camera. I did buy the 2-year extended warranty because this is an action sports camera, which means it's likely to get shoved around and banged up, maybe even properly hit up. That's awesome. Cool dude, man. Yeah, that's another piece of advice. Get the extended warranty on your outdoor gear. If you're out there, but get it if you know you're going to use it, because a lot of Insta360 owners own the camera but don't use the camera. There's quite a learning curve, and it's just such a hassle to take it with you, and a lot of owners just don't ever get around to getting it out there. It's very cumbersome, the process of recording and extracting the footage and all that. I think most owners never actually fully get into it. Now, if you do get into it, or if you're sure you're going to get into it, then yes, buy the warranty. Otherwise, you're just buying the warranty for the next guy who you're going to sell your camera to when you eventually realize, hey, the new model just got released and I still haven't used this model at all, and I paid $500. Time to sell it on Facebook Marketplace and get lowballed and sell it for like $200. I just lost $300 for no reason is what you'll tell yourself. But listen, that's not the worst thing ever. We've all been there. I can happily say that lately I've been recording and extracting footage and loving it and learning about it and uploading. So for me, I thought to myself, it's definitely worth it to get the warranty because I know I'm going to be using this thing. Well, to be frank, when I bought it and when I bought the warranty, I felt like I was going to use it, but I was no more sure than the rest of us that I was actually going to be frank, because I hadn't really started yet at that time. But now that I'm fully fledged, I'd say, underway, with over 400 uploads, all quality content, in my opinion, my humble opinion, definitely getting better as of late, but definitely all good for my work and for my abilities at the time of the upload, for each and every one of them. Thank you guys a lot for tuning in, for liking, subscribing. Thank you to the cool dudes who leave me comments all the time. I appreciate you guys, your support. It definitely helps me pull through and stay consistent. Thank you to the viewers who pop in and out of the channel who don't like or subscribe ever. I know you're there because the numbers are there on the views, but it makes me wonder, why don't these people hit that like button? I'll have sometimes hundreds of views and then single-digit likes. no dislikes, but just no likes. So I'm like, okay, all right, you know, you don't have to. Maybe you didn't like it. That's fine. That's fair. I'll have to work harder. I'll have to do better. In any case, I'm loving doing this. So regardless, I'm going to keep going, hopefully, until it's not fun anymore. But I'm only having it get more and more fun. And the growth that I'm seeing on a consistent and regular basis is encouraging. It means hopefully I'm getting better at it, or I'm getting more exposure and people are enjoying it more. And so this is the next frontier now, adding sound and commentary to the video. I wonder if people are going to be like, yes, this is what I needed. I needed some commentary to go with these videos and reduced wind noise. And I wonder if some people are going to be like, bro, chill out. The noise pollution. You are noise pollutioning my ears. It was better when you were quiet. Remove the mic. Return it. You don't need it. We don't need it. Send the mic back. Hashtag return the mic. Let's see. What's the vote? Tell me what you guys think. And lately, by the way, when I said I uploaded over 400 videos, I think I'm at 440 something videos right now. And that's all this year. And actually, the majority of these videos were uploaded kind of right before the summer. And then recently I've been uploading a lot more again. But sorry, just had to do that little get out of there quick. Speed is picking up a little now, a little less traffic. Anyway, so what I was saying was the majority of those 400 uploads were done not using the Insta360 camera. But you can, if you look carefully, you'll see that my last maybe 50 or 60 videos have been Insta360, and then the ones earlier than that have just been shot on regular front-facing or back-facing lens cameras. So yeah, so about 50, 60 videos deep in Insta360. But I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to just use a regular filming apparatus and not, see? To use a regular filming apparatus and not the Insta360, because it's so much work to, you know. That guy was filming me. Did you guys see that? I'll have to, in any case, what was I saying? Oh, okay. So there's layers to the recording. Whoa, a lot of potholes. There's layers to the recording on the Insta360. For example, when I first started doing it, I was not too great at it, and it was very difficult. And I used the iPad to kind of get the angle I wanted to extract footage. But then after that, I got a little better at it. I started using different features. And then after that, I started trying to learn how to use the GPS, which is kind of recent, and the map and the speed and data footage on the screen. And then after that, learning how to extract the videos in 4K, which actually required me to use the computer instead of just the iPad. I'm not sure why. My iPad is very capable. I have the M2, the top of the line goodie. I know it has a better processor and more power than my laptop, which is not quite as up to date. But I'm sure it's because of the software. You know, it takes the developers of this hardware, these cameras and the app and the iOS app. It takes a while to kind of get everything situated and improve it. So I think within, you know, in due time, there will be, you know. I wonder if that guy getting me in camera is gonna like proliferate and that video is gonna get popular. He's probably like, yeah, I got one. Let's see if I see myself on the internet. I gotta start wearing a t-shirt or a hat or a banner or something that promotes the channel, so that when people see me and they want to watch more, they can actually like tune in and all that good stuff. Anyway, if you're watching this and you're enjoying this, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know by slapping up that like button. I do appreciate every single like I get. I check it often. I appreciate the comments. I get alerts on my phone. I get emails. Every time I see it, it's like a little present. Hey, did I forego First Avenue today? Yes, I sure did. Hey, I was watching a fellow EUC rider. I forget the name. I'm going to have to pull it up later. But he went over there. Not here on the walking path. He went out there. And I have never done that. I'm always scared. I think the cars are coming in too fast. So I've always avoided that little situation. I tend to keep it in here where it's safer. I think I have the speed and power to be out there, but sometimes cars are in a hurry on their way to work in the morning and whatnot, and I'm really just not trying to get run over by a car on my way to work, because I was that guy who rode his wheel on the highway. You know what I mean? Like, look at how fast these cars are going. And, you know, some of them are running late to work, and they're, like, texting their boss, hey, I'm going to be late. And next thing you know, bada-boom, bada-boom. Sherman, man, what were you doing on the highway, man? Your own fault, bro. So, kudos and more power to those who are careful and know what they're doing. But for now, I stay here on this side of the wall. I am not going out there just yet. Unless it's like a certain time of the day where it's like, it's pretty deserted or so. I don't know. Even then, I don't know. Because, you know, when it's late or when it's too early, you might have a guy be like, hey, it is super empty out here. And he's blasting music and he's looking at the sunset for a second. And next thing you know, bada-boom, bada-boom. The sound that the tires make when they run over an unexpected object. R.I.P. to our friend in Hawaii, who I know. I remember some time back seeing a post about a veteran Sherman rider in Hawaii following his GPS onto a highway and then the inevitable. So, guys, please ride safe. Take care of yourself. No one is above unfortunate circumstances and outcomes. Nobody. And we always have to ride safely and preventatively to make sure that doesn't happen. Thank you. You know what I mean? We want to be super defensive riders and careful riders. When you ride in a group, it's a different mindset, and you're definitely more safe because it's like, there's a lot of you, so cars can really see you. But even then, I mean, you only have a certain amount of allowable unsafe behavior before you're putting yourself and others at serious risk. Fellow riders will tell you, especially long-time riders, I'm sure they've seen it all, and they can tell you. I'm a long-time rider. There's a lot of riders out there who have been riding a lot longer than me, so I definitely respect the wisdom and the experience. You know, I mean, I'm coming into my own, but what do I have? I've got about almost 5,000 on the Sherman, 5,000 miles, and maybe a couple thousand miles on some other wheels. So I'll probably say 7,000. And right when I started, I knew riders who had 10,000, 20,000 miles on their wheels. So me having 7,000 now is not saying a whole lot, other than that I'm probably way more experienced than a non-rider or an early rider. But for the OG riders, no sir. Respect to the OGs. Mr. Live, most of the guys down at Kung Fu Tea, a lot of these guys have countless wheels and ride all the time. They work on their wheels. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to the guys uploading, like Marty, Siang, Evies, Wrong Way, all the guys I love to watch, Duff, Jimmy Chang, or what was it recently called now? Fully Charged, or something like that. Shout out to all the fellow PEVers out there. Ginger on Wheels. He was a scooter guy for a while, and I know he's an EUCer now. I think he's in Canada or somewhere. Yeah, huge shout out to the family, to the Wheel family. A lot of riders here in the Bronx, Manhattan, all of it. You guys rock. I really appreciate you tuning in with me today on this first ride with my new rig. I hope that when I watch this video, it just sounds crisp and clear. I hope that I don't sound like a dummy saying a bunch of random nonsense. I hope that the footage looks great. I hope the lighting is good, even though I can kind of adjust the lighting and coloring as I typically do. Yeah, that's one of the things I left out when I talked about, when I talked about, what's it called? Getting better at the Insta360 recording in phases. One of those phases is definitely color correction. I do it from different spots. If I'm doing LumaFusion, or if I'm doing just regular iOS photo and video viewing, and you can edit from there, or if I do it from within the Insta360 software. I prefer that the most because that's kind of like the one-shot deal, finish everything up all at once. So if you can do it, first thing I do is mess with the colors, and then I do the angle extraction where I'm choosing which angles the videos are being shot from. I try not to get too crazy with it. I see a lot of Insta360 users, what they do is they start going crazy with the spinning and the small world and the globe look, and it's like, as a viewer, that kind of makes the video hard to watch. I'm just gonna say it. It just kind of makes you dizzy, it's nauseating, and so on. So just kind of use it when you need it, but don't be just abusing it. Yeah, so that's all for today. I will see you very soon for another ride. I can't wait. If this is good, I'm going to be so thrilled because I'm just going to want to ride and record and talk all the time. I want to talk and talk and talk, but I hope it's not like overly loud or excessive or annoying or nonsensical. And it'll be like a solo podcast or something, except instead of sitting on a couch, I'll be cruising along on my wheel. So we'll see how it looks. Thanks for the love. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. As I said, it does mean a lot, and only do it if you enjoy it. I mean that. I mean, I'm not going to pander or, expect you to hit that like button if you don't like the video. But if you do and you're just forgetting to hit the like, those I will take. Those forgotten likes, I'll take those. Thank you. So if you are enjoying it, hit it up. And if you don't like it, instead of hitting the dislike button, maybe you want to drop a comment and tell me what I can do better. Because constructive criticism and feedback is really appreciated. Really appreciated. Now, I know I'm not thinking, hey, I'm going to become a full-time wheeler and I'm just going to talk and that's going to become my, my bread and butter. I'm fairly confident that's not going to be the case. So it's okay. Like, the stakes aren't high, like, to that degree. But at the same time, I just love to ride. And making videos is also a passion and a hobby of mine. You can check out my other channels. I'll put them below. I do have other channels. I do have other videos, some of which have gotten pretty good traction even here and there. Thank you. Yeah. I think my highest viewed video is probably like 400,000 views or something. Some video I did where I like show you how to do stuff. Anyway, check it out. Check it all out. I don't want to get too talky, but I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. And I have to hit stop from the remote because that's what you have to do when you record with GPS.